Hey guys, it's Alyssa. I wanted to show you some stuff that's come out for, well, I guess February now. Some of these things came out in January. Just some new beauty buzz and some things I'm enjoying. I actually just saw a promo on OPI for their new Pirates of the Caribbean nail polishes, and I'm super stoked. I need to get on some kind of list for pre-ordering because I have a feeling they're going to be like a hot ticket item. I don't know if you've looked. There's several blogs that are kind of talking about some of the pre-release parties for it that people have been to, and they're just amazing. Nothing like OPI's ever put out before, so I'm really excited. But speaking of OPI, I wanted to show you some of the things I got from the Texas collection, and I was really excited about it because I actually grew up in Central Texas in a town called Clinque, which is kind of ironic because Clinque's part of where a lot of like the mass murders and the major crime happens in Texas, so I felt like that was fitting. But anywho, the first one I got is called Guy Meets Galveston. And obviously if you're familiar with Texas, you know that Galveston is the name of a town. And this is kind of a reddish coral. This is a different type of finish than they normally do. They are referring to it as a sorbet, and it's very sheer and buildable depending on what kind of color you want. And ignore the condition of my nails. I've been scrubbing toilets, so they're a hot mess. And the color actually that I have on that's all chipped and nasty is called Don't Mess with OPI. And my favorite color is green, so I was pretty stoked about that one. And then the next one is not really a color you would think of with spring, but I just liked it because I have memories of going to the Alamo. This is called San Antonio, which for those of you who don't know, that's where the Alamo is located. It always makes me think of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, where he tries to find his bike, and there's no basement in the Alamo. But anyway, my memory of it is traveling with my family when I guess I was like 6 or 7, maybe a little bit older than that, and my little sister, we'd gone to Toys R Us and bought our Halloween costumes, and I was going to be Dorothy, and so I insisted on putting this full Wizard of Oz costume in the back of the car, and my sister on the way to the Alamo got really bad car sick, and puked all over my Dorothy outfit. And then as soon as we got out of the car, when you look in history books, or even if you see the Alamo on TV, that first step that you get to before you actually get to the very front of the doorway of the Alamo, my sister spewed everywhere, so every time I see it, it makes me laugh. But anyway, I digress. The next color is another brown, and that is Susie Loves Cowboys. And I mean, it really is just like the perfect candy bar brown. And I liked it. I don't have many browns, so I thought that was neat. And then the last one's my favorite, at least out of the ones that I got, and that is I wanted to be a Lone Star. Because Texas is a Lone Star state. But it's really neat. It kind of depends on the type of lighting you're in. It can take on a sky blue or almost like a silvery gray finish. So I really liked that one. I just thought it was different. The next thing that I wanted to show you is, I don't know for those of you who have heard, because there wasn't really a huge buzz about it unless you're a blog reader, but Clinique recently has come out with a bottom lash mascara, and it's teeny tiny to get those little lashes, and I mean, it really holds true to what they tell you. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge, you don't end up looking like that guy from Clockwork Orange or Tammy Faye Baker or anything like that. And I'll show you the wand. I mean, it is teeny tiny, but I love it. I mean, it's only $10 too, so even if you're on a budget like I am, it's great. The next thing is Bath & Body Works. Actually, last year I thought they were kind of disappointing, and this year they're doing a much better job about coming up with more original things and not just repackaging their old stuff. And for spring, they've got a scent called Carried Away. And it's very similar to the Sweet Pea, only it's slightly sweeter, but it's a really good layering scent, so if you want to layer it over something else, it's great for that. And then also from Bath & Body Works, I'm sure you all have seen these, but are all their new antibacterial hand sanitizers. I work with kids and around children frequently, so I always make sure I have plenty of these, because being in a classroom is like being in a tent with the outbreak monkeys. Like, inevitably you're going to get something. So, and my favorite one, and I didn't think about it actually when I got this, but all the girls in the class I help with pointed out that this guy bears a striking resemblance to Justin Bieber. Which, by the way, happy Valentine's Day. That makes me think of it, because I got, like, I would say probably out of the 25 Valentines I got from my class, 19 are Justin Bieber, so he's very popular. The next thing is, Physicians Formula just came out with a line called Happy Booster, and this is a bronzer. I have the blush in here somewhere. I don't know what I've done with it. But, it smells like lilac, and it has chemicals in it that mimic the ones that cause your endorphins to rise. So supposedly it makes you feel happier. But I thought that was cool. And then the next thing is I wanted to show you have nothing to do with makeup. Well, first, before I do that, I will show you my shirt and my sweater. Target has a lot of really cute spring stuff out right now. And I have bad spring fever, so anything with flowers or bright colors or that mimics spring or the weather getting warmer, I'm all on that. And the last things I wanted to show you are, I guess along with the spring fever, having grown up in Texas, I'm not a big cold weather person. And right now, I mean, it has just been everywhere, even in Texas, they're getting snow, and it's been frigid. So I've been watching a lot of Easter stuff. I guess I'm about 3 months ahead, but Rochelle and I are huge Rankin and Bass fans, and for those of you who aren't familiar, those are the guys that did Rudolph and Frosty and all of the really famous Christmas specials, but they also have a lot of other holiday specials. They have Mad Monster Party for Halloween, which is a favorite of ours, and then for Easter, they have the first Easter Rabbit, which if you notice, you can tell that the animation is very similar to Frosty or The Night Before Christmas. But this one's cute. This is a story of how Santa Claus helped to find the first Easter bunny. So it's just a different take on the Easter story. And then, of course, here comes Peter Cottontail. I'm a huge fan. When I was younger, I didn't like it. There's a little worm. You can see him on the back. And he kind of freaked me out. But the older I get, the more I'm able to kind of appreciate the humor in it. But anyway, I love that. And then my present to myself for Valentine's Day, for those of you that watch the vlogs and read the blog, you all know I'm a huge Andy Griffith fan. And so my present to myself was, for whatever reason, I didn't have the first season. And I love it. That's the one where Andy meets Ellen the druggist, and they have a little romance. And actually, I didn't realize this, but in the first season, they refer to Barney as Andy's cousin. And I looked it up on the internet, and actually that's kind of how it was written, so I never knew that. A little trivia for you, but I was really excited. And I'll show you one more thing just to prove my Andy Griffith love, and that is my lovely poster. So yeah, that's a little embarrassing. But anyway, happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and I hope that you have a good one. And if you have any questions about any of the things you have seen, or you can tell me where I can find a bottle of stinking black shatter nail polish, I'd appreciate it. Talk to you later. Bye.